Good morning, children. Hope that you all are fine. Today we are going to learn the first chapter of physics, force and pressure. What is your favorite game? Is it football or cricket or badminton or any other game? At school, you might have played all these games during your PT periods. Have you ever noticed the various actions involved in all these games? If not, no problem. Let's watch this football match. Look at those players. How are they passing that ball to their teammates? Yes, they are passing the ball by kicking it. So the action involved in this game is kicking. Is that ball moving? No, it is at rest. The ball will move only when it is kicked. Can you say the direction of that moving ball? Yes, the ball is moving away from him. So we can use another term instead of kicking, that is pushing. Here this boy is hitting a cricket ball. On hitting the ball, it is moving away from him. Here also we can use the term pushing instead of hitting. From these two examples, we can say that pushers move objects away from you. What is this game called? Yes, tug of war. Here these children are pulling on the rope. They are moving the rope towards them. So we can say that pulls bring an object towards you. Let's see some more examples for pushing and pulling. When we open this drawer, we are simply pulling this knob to open it. Similarly, when we are drawing or lifting a bucket of water from the well, we are pulling this bucket towards us. What are the actions that can be described under pushing? Actions such as passing the ball, hitting the hammer on the nail, etc. There are some actions that can be described under both pushing and pulling. Suppose there is a book on the table. You can either pull it towards you like this or push it away from you like this. So moving an object can be described under both pushing and pulling. Similarly, opening and shutting a door can also be described under both pushing and pulling. So we can say that a push or pull on an object is called force. Effects of force. When you exert force on an object, it produces 5 different types of effects. First one, force produces motion. Consider a football at rest. When you kick the ball, it starts moving in this direction. Why does it move when you kick it? When you kick the ball, you exert force on it. This force produces motion on it, that is, force changes its state of rest. So we can say that force can produce motion on stationary objects. Second effect, force can stop a moving object. Consider a fast-moving football approaches to a goalkeeper. How this player can stop this ball? He uses his both hands and exerts force on it. As a result, the ball is stopped. Another example, When a fast moving car suddenly applies brake, due to the applied force on the tire, the car suddenly stops. So we can say that force can stop a moving object. Third point, force can change the direction of a moving object. Example, consider a tennis ball is moving in this direction. It is hit by your opponent. Then you will hit the tennis ball in opposite direction. When you hit the tennis ball, you exert force on it. As a result, the ball will move in this direction. Initially it was moving in this direction, but due to the force you applied on it, it starts moving in opposite direction. So we can say that force can change the direction of a moving object. Fourth effect, force can increase the speed of a moving object. Suppose a car is moving at a speed of 40 meters per second. If the driver of the car wants to increase the speed, what will he do? Yes, he will push the accelerator. As a result, the speed of the car increases. So we can say that force can increase the speed of a moving object. Fifth one, force can change the shape of an object. It is also called deforming force. For example, consider this empty can. When you exert force on it, what happens? Due to the force you applied, its shape changes. All these are the effects of force.